Governor Siminalayi Fubara's defection to an APC. This is what I tagged it, the crumbling empire. How Fubara'S defection became Nyesom Wike's biggest political nightmare. In the ever-restless theater of Nigerian politics, few twists hit harder than the one that unfolded in Rivers State this week. Governor Siminalayi Fubara, once a quiet technocrat, groomed and installed by Nyesom Wike himself, has now crossed the Rubicon, officially defecting from the PDP to the All Progressive Congress APC.
The most interesting part of the meeting is that what you all have been waiting for, what you've been asking me, the signal has finally arrived. We have the full support, we have a positive nod to live where we are because we didn't get any protection. To go to where the reason why we are still standing is because of that place. And the truth is, without Mr. President, there won't be any His Excellency Siminalayi Fubara. It would have been former governor. Our only thank you to Mr. President is to support him. And we cannot support Mr. President in isolation. And we can't support Mr. President if we don't fully identify with him, not backyard support. So we have taken that decision today since we've gotten the pass. Everyone here who have followed me, who have suffered with me, our decision today, this evening, we are moving to APC.
Move, swift yet calculated, sent shockwaves across the South-South. But more than that, it struck at the very heart of Wike's political fortress. A fortress he spent over a decade building with iron discipline, strategic intimidation, and absolute control. To me, I think this is the beginning of the end. For months, whispers filled the political airwaves. Wike was losing relevance. Everyone knows that President Tinubu was distancing himself. We saw that the once powerful minister was fighting shadows. Then came the ultimate blow, Wike's expulsion from the PDP. The party he once dominated and used as a weapon, insiders said he panicked. Analysts said he saw the end coming. The man who was once the lion of Port Harcourt was watching his jungle turn to desert.
Motion the expulsion of the following persons from the People's Democratic Party for anti-party activities and gross breaches. The following members: His Excellency Wike.
And that's not the end of it. Now the legislative earthquake on Wike's side. Only days after Wike's expulsion, a political tidal wave followed. The entire Rivers State Assembly defected to APC, and he was reported saying he was not consulted, he's not aware of their defection. It was the first sign that the ground beneath Wike's feet was already cracking. No one expected the governor to move next. Many believe Fubara was too loyal, too constrained, too boxed in by the complicated peace deal after the state of emergency crisis. But politics is a game of survival, and Fubara is proving he is learning fast. He's no longer on Wike's mandate. You hear him in the video saying, "On your mandate we shall stand." He is now on Bola Tinubu's mandate.
On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, on your mandate, on your mandate we shall stand.
I'm not going to let you down now.
not on Nyesom Wike's mandate. Now here is what I target: the defection that shook the South. When Governor Siminalayi Fubara finally announced his defection to the APC yesterday, the political atmosphere exploded. His message was clear: PDP could not protect me. It is better to stand fully with Tinubu than support him from afar. In one stroke, he repositioned himself under Tinubu's umbrella, earning the full backing and protection of the presidency. To analysts, it was more than a defection. It was a declaration of war on Wike's once invisible empire. Now here is Nyesom Wike's problem. For Wike, this is more than embarrassing. It's catastrophic. Fubara was his project, his loyalist, his supposed puppet, but in politics, proteges grow teeth. By moving to APC, Fubara did not just decamp, he dissolved Wike's political structure with one signature. Wike's long-standing influence in Rivers State relied on three pillars: control of the PDP structure, control of the state assembly, control of the sitting governor. He once said that he was the one that bought governorship ticket for the governor. He was the one that bought the state assembly ticket for all the state assembly members. No one. He did it himself. But here is the problem: he can't control the three arms of government. All three pillars have now cracked.
They gang up from up to down. In our state here, we all agreed. I paid for every form. I paid. Nobody will say as he paid for any form to run for governorship. Nobody will say so. Nobody will say that he paid 1 naira to buy for House of Reps form. Nobody will say he paid 1 naira to buy assembly form. Nobody will say he paid 1 naira to buy Senate form. They're all here. They're all here. They don't say so. I paid.
He has been expelled from the PDP. He has got his own faction. The assembly has joined APC. And now Fubara has moved into Tinubu's grip. The once fearsome Wike is suddenly standing alone, stripped of his army. Now this is another point: Tinubu's shadow. Political analysts now argue that Fubara is entering a new phase: stronger backing from the center, clearer political roadmap, possibility of a second term, direct protection from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or PBAT, the same privilege Wike once enjoyed. But with Fubara becoming Tinubu's new project, Wike's usefulness is fading so fast. From kingmaker to lonely general. That's Nyesom Wike's condition currently. This tale is not just about a governor's defection, it's about political kingdom collapsing. Wike spent years installing loyalists, building alliances, and enforcing obedience with unmistakable force. But politics has no permanent king, only permanent interest. Now, analysts describe the situation as Fubara'S rise, Wike's decline, a total dissolution of Wike's political control. What was once a mighty empire is now being swept away by a defection wave. Now, here is the thing: a growing fear, one party South. As the dust settles, one worry is spreading across the nation. Is Nigeria sliding into a de facto one-party dominance, just like PDP from 1998? With the South governors all aligning with Tinubu, many fear a political imbalance, a fading opposition, an expanding APC, and an increasingly centralized power structure. Whether this becomes a strength or a danger remains to be seen. The tale continues. For now, one truth stands out: Fubara's move to APC is more than a political decision. It is a dagger through Wike's political legacy. And as the drama unfolds, Rivers State has once again become the stage where political giants rise and fall. And that has become the case of Nyesom Wike, the political emperor, as many describe him or brand him, has now turned to a forgotten hero. Wike is left alone. He is now a lone general. The state assembly members join APC. And when you listen to Fubara'S speech yesterday, Analytically said he wouldn't want to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from backyard. Could that be an arrow, or could that be a shot at Wike? We don't know. But many people believe, some analysts, political analysts believe, that Siminalayi Fubara's move to the APC is a right step in the right direction, because all the State House of Assembly members all left PDP to APC, so he was almost like a lone general. So he needed to join them there. But the big question is, who will be the leader of APC in Rivers State? APC had already got a leader, and Wike'S seem to be controlling both PDP and APC. Will Fubara become the leader of APC in Rivers State, or will, at this time, seeing that Nyesom Wike is like a lone general, will he join the camp of APC and officially declare that he is now a member of APC? Time will tell.